Hey, everybody, it's Captain Tommy Scoville. And you know what that means? I don't know. But it is Christmas Day, everybody. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah to those who celebrate that. To those who just want to celebrate the holiday season, or to those that just want to say, hey, what's going on? Good to see all of you. But it is the 25th of December, which does, I'm pretty sure, make it Christmas. Which means we also made it, people. We started this marathon on the 27th of November. I got legitimate, no joke, sleep today. I mean, legitimate, no joke sleep. Do you see the good Wendy there, Johnny Scoville?
Mm-hmm.
Hi, good Wendy. She's rocking those glasses too. We were having a discussion yesterday concerning glasses, the librarian look, and the fact that a lot of guys like glasses. And I've had people call me on this, Johnny, say it's not true. There are people that have reached out to me and said, no, I don't like girls in glasses.
Whatever.
But there's a lot of people here that have used a lot of drugs, so you really can't you can't trust them very much. But the vast majority of guys said, oh, no, yeah. I think it's videos like Hot for Teacher. Remember that video in the 80s? And Martha just puts up a DNA strand, which I think pretty much sums that up. Martha. It's like dropping the microphone without dropping the microphone. Women are sexy with glasses on. Tony agrees. And they're sexy without glasses on.
They're just amazing.
Well, Stay Spirit, you're on the wrong side of the pond. That's the problem. What are you doing way over there in Europe? They're very easy to find here in the United States of America. Spanx Calhoun says, that's because brains are sexy. See that? Raised my boy right. Merry Christmas, snot face. Stayed up very late last night with the fur crew. Well, if you know what, Snot, if all you're doing is tossing us a hello, we understand. We know you work hard with the, and I love that you work hard with the fur crew. That is so cool. Really, really cool. Yeah. Oh, Queen of Awkwardness says, I've had men ask me to wear nothing but my glasses.
There you have.
And there you go.
I've made that request.
Did that man have a rope on his chin? Just curious, because apparently that's a Johnny go-to move, a Johnny Scoville go-to move. That and eating really hot peppers. Apparently he's fond of both. Anik Alexander. Good morning, Anik. I hope it is not freezing cold where you were at. It was very, very cold when I woke up this morning. I don't know if I've had this conversation with you. I don't put on the heat at night. Yeah, nothing but a smile. Well, that works too, but I like the glasses. I don't turn the heat on at night at all. And this is a tradition that goes back until I was in college. I think I've told this story a million times, but so when I went to college, I went, and my original roommate in college was a guy I went to high school with. We didn't hang out much in high school really at all, maybe 3 or 4 times. His dad, somehow my mom, through a school board she was on, helped him get him his job. He was a principal. And my mom kind of said, oh, you should meet, the principal's son. He just moved here from Jersey. He's a nice kid. And I moved him, and I met him. He had a huge mustache, like bigger than the one I got now. And he was like 17, and he had a car that looked exactly like a Tempest, like just like a GTO, the most vicious looking GTO you've ever seen. It was perfect. And I was like, oh my God, you got a goat. And he's like, no, it's a 6-cylinder. It's got like 60 horsepower. And everything I went to say, he would come back with something just ludicrous, right? Something that, it just kept shooting down everything. And we really couldn't have a conversation. And all of a sudden I said to him, what kind of music are you into? He goes, oh, I like any music, but I play the guitar really well. I said, do you? He goes, no, I'm really, really a good guitarist. I was like, nice. And I said, hey, man, I was still in high school. I said, meet me down at the music room tomorrow. Bring your guitar. Let's see what you can do. I want to tell you something. This man could play the guitar. Like Johnny's a really good guitarist. He'll tell you, like to this day, right? This guy was touched. But very odd situation. He told me when we first met, he said, it is Christmas, good Wendy. It is Christmas. And I'm telling a Christmas story. I'll tell you why. Well, I'll tell you why later. But the guy had skills you wouldn't believe. But as a boy, his dad said to him, his dad took him outside and tried to throw a ball with him, and apparently hit him in the face with the first ball he threw, which is the same thing happened to me when my dad threw a ball the first time. But his dad took it to mean that he wasn't ever going to be able to catch a ball, play a ball, do anything with a ball. So he bought him a Fender Stratocaster, and he sanded the back of the neck of the guitar because his hands weren't big enough to go around it. So his dad literally bought him a guitar that he sanded so that the kid could get his hands around it. And by the time he was 6 or 7, he was already a prodigy. Like the guy was just touched. But that was my college roommate, and it was really kind of a bizarre setup with how we because we came from the same town, but we really didn't know a darn thing about one another. And he was one of the deepest thinkers I had ever met at that point in my life. And he really, really liked to, every time a holiday rolled around, it didn't matter what the holiday was, he would take me back to the very roots, to the very moment in the conception of the holiday and why I was an idiot for celebrating it. And every year around this time, I get a little bit more of that, right? There's always some people that want to break down the holidays. I know. I really do. I know. I'm here to wish every one of you a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy Hanukkah, whatever it is that you celebrate this time of year. If it's Festivus for the rest of us, then get out the Festivus poll. Let us work on our feats of strength. Air the grievances. Am I leaving anything out?
No, the poll's in the garage.
Poll is in the garage. It's kind of modified. It's not. We didn't start technically with a Festivus poll, but
no one ever does.
No one ever does. Correct. There's not. I've never gone to the hardware store and seen a Festivus poll for sale. If I did, I would buy it. I'm telling you that right now. But in keeping with holiday traditions, and I don't want to do this to Spanx because I know he's going to be bumming, but just a holiday nip. If you don't have any Calhoun, I apologize. There's probably a little something in the. When is the airing of the grievance? Good Wendy, you may fire when ready.
All you're going to do is whine about getting burned.
It's true. It's true. Gypsy Soul, thank you so much. And I would like to believe, that, yes, that is in fact what this is, right? I'd like to believe that this is a commitment to connection. It is painful that in this time of year, that no matter what you believe, the world seems to believe that we should be coming together this time of year. And it is when very often we seem to head in the opposite direction. It seems that we spend all of this time, crawling inside ourselves, which is what really, really hurts people. New Hampshire maple syrup for you. Kristen, I'm not mad at you. You know what I mean? I understand that, there are some people that do like the New Hampshire maple syrup just as much. Is this thing muted? All right, get her out of here. Get her out of here. All right, are we back? Okay. So I'm kidding. Don't throw her out yet. No, but you can. Next great business idea, Festivus poll, new way to fund the boat. We're already on it. We intended to sell it this year in the merch store. Sadly, we couldn't get the TLB emblem on it. So, but next year. Have I had pure maple butter? Atypical Paul, I'm going to go out on a limb here. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that I'm going to guess there probably is nothing you can do with maple or maple syrup or any variation of it that I haven't done.
Okay, they make a festival poll now. Festival.
Yeah.
I'm buying one as soon as you're off this.
Okay. Apparently, Johnny Scoville has found the Festivus poll. We've been beat to the punch, but he's on it right now. He's purchasing one. So I've had maple butter, and I'll tell you, pure maple butter. And I'll tell you why I say I've probably had everything, right? I worked, one of the first gigs I ever had was sugaring, right? Which is what they call it in the Northeast, in Vermont. The good maple syrup. Okay. So Kevin Hawthorne, good to see you, my brother. Kevin, you still you gotta shoot me an email, Kevin, and give me the 2 thumbs up so that I can do a show about you because I really want to. Yeah, maple syrup is amazing. So I got a job sugaring. I did this with Johnny originally, but Johnny was lazy, so I continued to do it, and he went and did something else. No, you know what it is? It's that I know no snow today, Abby. Normal. I check every year. No white Christmas in VT. We always try to see if it snows on Christmas Day, but we would go and collect there were no hoses going from tree to tree, no clear or colored tubing going from tree to tree. Back then, they hung galvanized buckets on the side of a tree that had little pitched roofs over the top of them to protect you from bugs and things from getting in it. However, bugs and things always got in them. So when you pick the top off, you would take this thing off of the hook that it was hanging on off the tray, right? Little metal spigot had been drilled into the tray. You would take the bucket off, and then you would carry it down to a 51 Ford pickup truck, the oldest pickup that was still working like an actual. This was not just like a collector pickup. It was probably from the 40s. Really had a huge front end. It looked like the truck they chased Forrest Gump in, didn't it, Johnny?
It did.
It looked a lot like the truck they chased Forrest Gump in, but in the back of them would be, no joke, old school milk jugs, like the old 5-gallon milk containers, and we would fill those up with the sap coming right out of the tree, the tap, I should say. Yeah, it was very cool, Paul. It really was. And the guy that was doing it was a Vermonter that didn't have a toilet in his house. He had an outhouse. He was the genuine article, man. He was the real deal. He was the toughest dude I ever met in my life. Right? I've done time in prisons and been everywhere. This was the toughest dude I ever met in my life. Would you back me up on that, Johnny Scoville?
I would back you up on it.
He would back me up on that. You'd go hunting with this dude, and you'd go walking through the woods, and you would come up on an electric fence, and he would say, "Do you know if this thing's on?" And I'd say, "I don't know, but sometimes if you listen really carefully, I was going to tell him that you could hear the humming." But by the time I got to listen very carefully, he just reached out and grabbed it, right? Like his way to figure out if this 110 was running electricity through it, right, was to grab it. He just reached out and gave it a, "Hey, how you doing?" I'm not made of that, really not. He also comes driving up the driveway one day because he didn't have a phone, you see. So he comes up the driveway and gets to the top of the hill, beeps the horn. So I come walking outside. His name was Dwayne. I said, "Hey, Dwayne, how you doing?" He went like this. "Hurt my hand." Puts his hand up, and he didn't hurt his hand. He put it through a planer. And if you have any idea what that does, it's the most unpleasant. I'm watching Calhoun's face do the no, right? People, let me tell you something. This is a friend of mine. Merry Christmas, Tommy Stiggs. Tommy's got a channel as well called Tommy Stiggs Social Club. It is like it's like looking back into my childhood. It's like the people that we grew up with. It's just a very, very cool place to hang out. It's a lot of people from Jersey and from New York. A lot of Italian folks. And Tommy is he's the what do they call those? Not the CO. What do they call the guy that works the room? Master of Ceremonies, MC. There we go. MC. Jeez. He's the MC of the entire affair. And living in the Northeast, probably no stranger to maple syrup. This happens to be from Canada, a gift from Buddhist Beer. Good looking out, Buddhist Beer. I'm telling you, and this is not the first time he's hooked me up with not only this but other maple products as well. So getting that original job. So Merry Christmas, man. I'm glad you're here, Tony. Getting that first job working the sugaring thing was really got me addicted to it. So, and then what happens is you take all of that stuff and we would put it into this massive metal container, probably held about 250 gallons, maybe 300 gallons of this tap. And you would dump all of it in until it was completely full. And then we would start the fire that would turn this into maple syrup, because it was not done with electricity or gas. No, you fired up a fire, and we would put in basically trees cut in half. You know what? Thank you. This is actually really well played. I'm not much for being able to type. My fingers are too fat. But Jennifer's been over there and says, Tommy Stiggs listens to my Frank Sinatra. Apparently, Jennifer owns Old Blue Eyes because it is her Frank Sinatra. Thank you for getting me into him. My 6-year-old son likes him too. It's awesome. You know what? Yeah, Tommy's got great taste in music, and he does a lot of Sinatra over there. But really, really good stuff. Wow, Rachel, if you pulled that for me, that's you nailed that without even having to look at it. I mean, I'm telling you, that's it, right? Look at that. Guaranteed success, climbing towards success, beware of self-delusion. Okay, there you go. She's obviously watched before, and pay attention to your health. Yep, boy, oh boy. I'm going to be doing a lot more drinking of water. My New Year's resolution is I'm going to drink a lot more water. Sharon, Beauty for Goodnet, did you just say, will I get kicked off the boat for admitting I prefer log cabin to real maple syrup? Of course not. Of course not. No, we won't remove you from the boat. We may not talk to you again for a while. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. We may have to shun you. We don't judge anybody or shame anybody for anything on the lifeboat. We pride ourselves to that. We will not shame you for things you've done in your past. We will shame you, however, for using not real maple syrup. I'm sorry. If you're using taro syrup that is flavored maple, you are worthy of scorn and ridicule in that aspect of your life. I will mock your pancake consumption, waffles. What am I missing? Ice cream. Anything else you put this on? That stuff is made. That stuff is made in the same place that your gasoline is made. Just keep that in mind. Oh yeah. Yes, glucose poisoning from nature, no question. Speaking of which, I'm sorry, but this is just, and so when you start the process of boiling this down, you get this stuff that affectionately in the old Vermonters used to actually refer to it as scum. But what it is foam, this very light colored yellowish foam that gets to the top, and you pull it off with a thing that looks like a metal net, almost like a mesh, but it's made of metal. And you would take all that off the top, and the young guys, and that's what I was, the young guys would then take that because they would dump it onto these trays, and we would take it and scrape it and press it down hard into shapes like a maple leaf or a tree, a maple tree. And that stuff hardens, and that's the maple candy you buy as you're checking out of a grocery store anywhere in the Northeast. That's what you see. And when it's just starting to cool, you put the stem in it so you can make a lollipop out of it or whatever. Oh, the scum is yummy, says Stephanie, and that is the truth. That's the best part of it. It's so much fun. And as a kid, this was heaven. Are you kidding me? I mean, honestly, I was such a little sugar fiend as a kid anyway. So when I got this first gig working with this guy, and you know what I got out of the deal? First of all, I got paid in money, but more importantly, and I got paid in cash. But more importantly, I also got a ton of maple syrup. And some of the maple syrup that I got, was D grade, right? And that's what the old Vermonsters really want, because the grade A fancy is the stuff that gets sold to tourists and everything else, and the higher the grade. So A is thin. Grade A fancy is really thin, right? B is thick as hell, and it's about the thickest you'll ever see sold. C never gets sold. It is just, they don't burn it. They don't continue the fire going. It is the first stuff that they take off, and it is usually just made for locals because nobody wants to buy it. They don't like stuff that thick. But we would bring it home, and you would turn the jug upside down, and nothing would come out of it. Oh, it was beautiful. It really was. It was beautiful. Don't just drink water. Try structured water like coconut water or sea moss, tea, etc. The temple loves you for doing that. You know what? I also used to just drink the tap, and they sell it, but it's seasonal. But they sell it in the Northeast. You can buy it in stores. And it looks like they sell it like you would buy beer. It's got nothing, it's just literally water coming through a tree. It's tap, but so it's got a little bit of sweet to it. And obviously, if you boil it down, it's got enough sweet to make maple syrup out of. But it's got just a little. You feel like the tap makes me sick here. Do you mean the tap water, Calhoun? Calhounis, I'm talking to you. I'm your father. Can I get a thumbs up? I'm asking you if it's about the water. He's not listening to me. See, that's the problem. And that's how we get. Oh, there we go. Yeah, stop drinking it then. We'll get you some. You got to go buy bottled water. Everybody, man. Tree water. Kristen, that's what it is. It's tree water. Wait a second. Is she still in timeout? Am I allowed to talk to you? Huh? Yeah. Still a little salty about that. I'm telling you, the maple syrup thing's a big thing for me. I really, really dig maple syrup. And it's not just for pancakes, people. I don't think you realize just how many recipes you can put maple syrup into. Don't get me going, because I could do a Bubba Gump thing for like the next, I don't know, 3 or 4 weeks. How did it go with Squirrel being, whoa, hey, kill game. What are you doing? You hear that?
Yeah, don't read that out loud.
Not cool. I love you, Lisa, but
Like
no.
a year and a half ago, you would have read that out loud.
Right? I would have, no question. I would have read that out loud a while ago. It might have been 2 years ago or a year ago, but Martha, I like where you're going with this.
You got a lot better about that. You used to read the worst comments.
Oh, I did. Back in the day.
Why are you reading that?
Well, you know what it was? Back when I first started, you got so few comments. There were 6 people in the live chat or 7 people in the live chat. So you just kind of read every comment. It's how you did a show. And you'd read a comment and you'd be like, Tommy Scoville sleeps with sheep. Oh, man. Should have read that before I started it. You know what I mean? Like, you just start reading the thing and you're like, oh, that's a bummer. I shouldn't have done that.
Is Johnny the equivalent of your supervisor?
Yes.
I'm Bo Snerdley off camera.
He is Bo Snerdley off camera. I have no supervisor. Holy hell. If I had a supervisor, people. If I had a supervisor.
Reason we do it.
Are you kidding me, man? Moving from Saratoga, New York to the South. Food in general. You lived in Saratoga, New York? So you're no stranger to SPAC? Are you familiar with SPAC? Oh, yeah. I'm no stranger to that part of the world. I used to go to the Saratoga Performing Arts Center on a pretty regular basis. In fact, I believe not only myself, but quite possibly myself and my district manager may have both gotten arrested for the first time there.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that was my first
I
arrest.
was innocent.
I don't know that that's the truth.
I'm innocent.
Maple syrup on porridge. Well played. Absolutely goes beautifully on that. Muffin tops goes perfectly on that too. Or the stumps, which are very difficult to get rid of. If you've ever tried giving away muffin stumps,
Nobody
Not
wants them.
easy. Nobody wants them.
You can put them in the alleyway in the garbage dump.
You could put them in the alleyway, but yeah, people don't. Hello, Awakened. Merry Christmas, Bruce Osmond. Nicholas says, I have a 9-liter ceramic and charcoal filter. Can take it with me in the van. Highly recommended. No kidding. No kidding. I have a very, very cool water reverse osmosis system, but I don't think it's going with me anywhere. Scrapple. Can you put it maple syrup on Scrapple? You could put maple syrup on maple syrup. Right?
I've done that.
And I've done that. I've done it this morning. See this? Jeremy Shelton was going to open a shop with Poppy, but I caught him leaving the bathroom without washing his hands. Bummer. Abby Normal, you saw Guns N' Roses at SPAC. Abby Normal, what year did you see Guns N' Roses at SPAC? And out of curiosity, was it with Aerosmith? Right? I have a series of questions I have to ask Abby Normal. And do you own a White Snake jean jacket? No, but seriously, did you see them with was it called the Done with Mirrors tour? Maybe Done with Mirrors? Make vegan hot pineapple sausage with maple syrup. I would love to try that, Martha. That sounds lovely. Actually. CK says, Merry Christmas, Tommy and Johnny. Stay Spiria says, and great on crumpets. Just realizing how much syrup I eat. Crumpets, whatever. It goes on anything. Happy Festivus for the rest of us, says Abby Normal. Still waiting on that. I know I'm very behind. Maple glazed salmon. Oh, man. Maple syrup on snow. Poor kids' candy. Amen. Loved. We used to just call that sugar on snow. Queen of Awkwardness says, I heard that concert from my house. It must have been, yeah. So not with Aerosmith. Okay, so I saw GNR in Saratoga Performing Arts Center, and they opened up for Aerosmith. And it was I believe it was called the Done with Mirrors tour, and it would have been 1987. So the only tunes they were doing, or 87 or 88, but the only tunes they were doing, it was just Appetite for Destruction. There wasn't another album even in the works at that point. So they did a lot of like cover tunes, a lot of classic cover tunes, and then they did the whole Appetite for Destruction. But we didn't know who they were. We were in the parking lot just getting loaded. And we heard the first couple of tunes, everybody, you could hear in the background, like, damn, it's loud. Like they were driving hard. And then, believe it or not, if you've never heard any of those songs, the first time they come on, you don't go, oh, like we do now. But when they did Paradise City, everyone in the parking lot was like, what the hell is that? That just drove so much differently through the speakers. We all just sort of stopped what we were doing and started going inside saying, maybe we should check out the opening band. Question, when you were living with the 3 Irish brothers, were they the brothers that did a reality show about Southie and them? I did not know there was a reality show about Southie. I had no idea that existed. And yeah, there were there were 2 brothers that were living in the same place. There was a 3rd brother in Southie, but the 2 brothers that lived together. One of them was the one that named Spanx Calhoun. But to the best of my knowledge, none of these people ever had a reality show. I mean, I shouldn't say that, because I don't know what any of these people have done, since
anybody a reality show these days.
They will give any idiot a reality show.
Come on, that was pretty good.
The truth of the matter is, it does not take any smarts to get a reality show. You know what I'm saying? So no, but I don't know. To the best of my knowledge, they never had a reality show. Do me a favor, everybody. You want to give Captain Tommy a Merry Christmas? Hit the freaking subscribe button, right? Because honestly, apparently 52% of you that watch my videos don't hit subscribe. Maybe it's the convict thing. Maybe you just get like, I am not hitting subscribe on a dude that has been to the joint 3 times. You did Tyler's makeup? That has to be a full-time gig. Let's be really honest, man. He looks now like your crazy aunt, doesn't he? Steven Tyler just looks like
Carly Simon.
Yeah, I mean, he dresses like Carly Simon.
He smiles like Carly Simon.
He's got Carly Simon's grill, to be sure. But Carly Simon is far, far more beautiful. Steven Tyler just looks scary to me. You know who looked like it like that at the end, too? The guy with the long face from the Cars.
Rick
Ocasek at the end looked like your aunt, too. And now Elton John's looking that way.
Elton John, let's be real. He looks like your aunt back.
No, but I believe it has something to do. Yes, he is in. I can't get him to pull a chair up, Tommy Bird. I would like to just have him sitting next to me because we talked through the whole damn thing, but I can't. He's just too lazy. I got to get another chair in here so that the two of us can like that you are there and that I can attend. Is that what you just said? Nice. Hey, Christy Covington. Question: has Johnny ever been told that he looks like Scott Ian from Anthrax? No, he's not. But I'm going to pass that on. He's going to be shocked to hear that. He gets that a lot. I'm kidding. He gets that a lot. And if you guys have never gone over and subscribed to my brother Johnny's channel, you really should. You can watch him abuse me systematically, like he's been doing since I don't know, 1970, give or take, right?
I gave you a few years before.
There were a couple of years of reprieve. You know what, Ann C? I don't always get a chance to put your comments up, but you say a lot of really, really excellent comments. But this one is really a good one. Steven Tyler is transforming into what I imagine his grandmother looked like, I think. That's a great comment. Am I right? That's a great comment. Because that's what Steven Tyler looks like right now, what his grandmother probably looked like. And if not, what his grandmother should have looked like. Because he looks like somebody's grandmother. And you know what? He's turning out to be a creep too. Merry Christmas to the whole Scoville family, says Lori R. Thank you so much. And I'm sure that she means all of you as well, because this is the greater Scoville family.
Meredith Lynn, thank you so much.
Meredith Lynn just subbed to Johnny's channel. Well, if you look over at the end of the video on one of those corners, you'll see it should be called I Abused My Brother a Lot in this playlist. That's what it should be called. Watch Johnny make his brother vomit. That's what the playlist should be called. Right? And then you can see me dry heaving and stuff coming out of my nose. You know, fun stuff. Don't forget Ted Nugent. He did the same thing. Are we having Ted Nugent issues? No. You know who else is? Vin Diesel. You heard this? Vin Diesel is the next one that looks like some bad press is coming out. Vin has been accused of treating an assistant that he had inappropriately. Oh, that's such a kind thing to say. It really is. And thank you again for the support. I appreciate you so much. And the family wishes you a Merry Christmas back. Thank you again, hon. Queen of Awkwardness says, but you vomit so charmingly. You know what?
You're trying to be like a champ.
It's true. Groot done messed up, says Staysperia. And do you know why Staysperia says this? Not everybody knows that Vin Diesel is Groot. He is Groot. Debbie Logan says nobody looks as bad as Keith Richards.
Uh-oh. And see, I wrote you a great super chat yesterday. And I have to say, I was a little disappointed you didn't read it.
Who said this?
And see, dude, you forgot a super chat yesterday.
No.
Don't miss Lydia.
No. And see, did that really happen? Okay. In my own defense,
Here we go.
I don't have anything for the second half of that sentence, but I think I started strong.
You did.
Right?
You
With
finished
in my own defense, right? I started strong. I just don't have anything else to say. No, believe it or not, now we do about 13 or 1,400 comments per show. If the show is an hour, right? When it's really cooking, we can break 1,800. So again, I don't have anything to the second half of that, but I'm so sorry that I missed something. And see, now I feel terrible. I really do. I feel terrible. It's Spanx Calhoun's fault, right? I'm not the one that puts up these things. It's Spanx Calhoun that does it. I can't back that up. It's me. Lydia Von Stretchclaw. Called away again. Merry Christmas. Please get Squirrel some catnip from Lydia. I will do that, Lydia. You have my word. That's so kind. Squirrel is going to get loaded. You're the fourth person that has told me to get catnip. For real. You know, for a non-drug channel, right? For a sobriety channel, there are a lot of people that want my cat stoned. And I respect that. Madonna is the one losing it and looks like crap. No, you know what? That's not fair. Do you think Madonna looks bad? Huh? I don't know.
She looks like the Crypt Keeper.
Oh, is that not what she was going for? Oh, if she's not going for the Crypt Keeper, yeah, then she looks really bad. But I kind of thought she was going for that Crypt Keeper look. Cowabunga is the best catnip toy. All right, stop what you're doing.
I'm on it. Don't worry, keep going.
You got it? Okay. I'm prepared to wait on some evidence with these claims after Johnny Depp and Marilyn Manson hoax. You know, I respect that. I always like to do that. But what I do is I come out and I say, he is allowed to age, says the good Wendy. I just wish that people would, right? I think the problem with Madonna is that she has absolutely done everything in her power to try not to. And, you know, there are some women that you look at and you just go, you know what? They didn't care and they just look fantastic. They just allowed themselves to get old like people do, right? Let me make you a promise. I don't see me doing any kind of fillers or I'm not going to be doing any plastic surgery.
No one's noticed that I've got work done.
Yeah, Johnny's been getting work done for years, but his doctor is just so good that they've enabled him to look like a handbag without really, you know,
catcher's mitt.
Right. He looks like a catcher's mitt, but he has transitioned. Oh wow! You know what? Now, if a man had said this, I would not put this up, right? But I have to because this is the funniest thing anyone's ever said, and I just am so happy a woman said it. Stephanie says she looks like Merle Taggart.
Here's what I don't understand.
Izzy, I love that. I love that. You see that?
How do the doctors agree to do this stuff?
Because they're getting paid huge money. Izzy E says, growing old is a privilege denied to so many. I'll be happy to see some creases on my old face.
Beautiful.
I'm telling you. Izzy, I dig you. That's a really cool comment, man. Damn, that's a cool comment.
Nothing's creepier than a 70-year-old woman with no wrinkles on her face. That is scary to me.
And a 22-year-old rack. You know, you just see some that you just go, boy, that's just an odd looking.
None of that makes sense.
Oh, look at that. I dig that. My grandma embraced her wrinkles, said she earned them from grandkids' kisses. Yeah, I dig that too. Boy, then, my nanny must have had,
Here's the comment Ann wrote. You rock the look with your glasses. Reese is right. You look handsome. It's so changed. It's kind of like Clark Kent. Christopher Reeves is my teenage crush. Please accept it. Ann said.
You know what?
How dare you?
I can truthfully tell you.
You gotta be kidding.
I can truthfully tell you that I did not see this comment. Now, I'm going to guess. I'm going to guess that this comment was made during the last video
He still
yesterday.
does Homer Simpson.
See, I was going to say, I put this on and instantly Johnny Scoville is going to tell me that I look like Homer Simpson when he does his taxes, right? So that's going to happen. But more importantly, the reason that I had the glasses, hey, Squirrel Nut, the reason I had the glasses on yesterday at the last video is because I couldn't see a damn thing. I had been, grab it.
You knew she was going to do that. It's so funny.
You know how cats knock things off of, she's up there like this, just pushing this really breakable thing right to the edge of the desk. Anyway, so I had the glasses on. I was punchy last night and in my own defense, but it's Calhoun's fault. For real. Like, how did you not get that one and put it up there, Calhoun? Right? Mea culpa. He's nodding his head. I don't think you're allowed to do that in secrecy. No one's going to believe you're doing that, Calhoun. Can you pop your face up there and accept your shame? Whose fault was that Ann C's comment did not end up there, Calhoun? Because I think that belongs to you. Can I see that? There you go. There you go. There you go.
See you through a woman's eyes, though. Thank God.
Say again.
I don't see you through a woman's eyes.
No, Johnny does not see me through a woman's eyes.
If I look at you sitting right next to me, that's one thing. But if I look at you on the screen, you're Homer, dude.
Okay. Well, don't look at me through the screen. Pebbles.
How cool.
Good to have you, Pebbles. Ensign Pebbles. Glad you are here. Awakened by the looking glass. Misha. I never say that right. Did I say it wrong again? I never say that right. I'm going to get yelled at. I can't say it. Do you understand? I've got a block. Oh, I'll take some ones. They are picking on you, Calhoun, but that happens. And you know what? He is adorable. You should have seen how adorable he was when he was a little guy. He was just, was he not the most? My kid was so funny. Oh, man. There was never a cuter kid than Spanx Calhoun. There really wasn't. And I knew it. You know, a lot of times I think people don't, like, I really got it. And we had so much fun. Used to dress him up in his smooth shoes, and the two of us would go out and slay the town. He had saddle shoes. And in the morning, I'd say to him, "What shoes do you want, Mike? You know, you want to put on your sneakers?" He'd go, "My smooth shoes." Oh, see this? Look at that. Now, do you know how fast that went by? And see, I was trying to touch that with my finger, and I couldn't. It went by that fast. But it says, "You are both forgiven because I wholeheartedly loved to have found you guys in 2023." Oh, that makes me so happy. It really does. That makes me so happy. Speaking of happy, did you see the cat climb over the top of me for your entertainment? Now she's going to get in my lap because she's in the mood for a little love and affection. Sometimes, sometimes cats just want to be left alone, and sometimes, you hear that? It's kitty purring. Cat in a basket and purring on demand. Where else are you going to get that? Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff, Squirrel. She is a consummate professional. I've worked with better, but not many. I mean, she really is a consummate professional. If you're going to collaborate, may I recommend you do it with a cat? Now, not any cat. It's very, very easy to get a. She does like the glasses. Okay, you don't have to hog the mic. I understand. I'm sorry. I know this is not great YouTube, but I can't not pet the cat. You're a star, Squirrel. As you purr on demand. Tell me that's not cool. All right, get in your basket. Get up there. Come on. She's like, there's no chance of that. She's going to be a lap cat. It is pretty cute. She's a very, very cute cat. She, you know what, though? You don't see her. Yeah, she's chewing on me. See, you don't see her when she's doing this one. See, but I tell you, she never hurts me. She just chews on you. But she never, ever does it tough enough to, Queen of Awkwardness. We do not even spell that out. No, we have not taken care of that yet, and that's an issue. Oh, see, now I think she's on to us. Now she's on to us. Yeah. You want to handle your business? You want to go see you want to go see your other owner?
Give me a swirl.
I don't think she's got the Johnny thing figured out. I'm not even being funny.
I know.
She kind of looks like him. Every once in a while, she'll look at us when we're in the same room, like, hey, wait. You know, if you're going to be on that side, I could move the basket to that side. I could technically have a cat on both sides, right? Yeah, work violations. I know, but I'm going main house. I know, right? I know. Look, I'm going as soon as this is over. That's what I'm doing. Like that's my number one goal for Christmas Day. I'm not even being funny. It's so true. Cats are like Cartman from South Park. They do what they want, when they want. No, it's the truth. Judy, Merry Christmas. May the lifeboat forever sail. Oh, I like that. I like that. There you go. Goodies. That's a word we could use. Hey, Connie. Good to see you. Your cat convinced your dad to cook for him. Shh. Kill game. You see where this is going? It's just a matter of time before this cat's getting 3-course meals and appetizers, the whole nines. She just jumped through that. How is that even possible?
I don't know.
Oh, she's going to knock that over.
Not knocking everything down up there. Look at that.
If you could watch what this animal is doing. She walked through a ring light. Did she not?
She did.
She walked through a ring light.
No.
She is just showing off now. She really is. She knows, oh, yeah, that a girl. Settle in there for a little nap. What a good kitty. She's not super happy about it. She's going to loaf. You know, you're familiar with the loaf, where they assume the loaf of bread position. He doesn't even cook for me, says Stephanie. Well, I get that. I mean, no disrespect to you, but I'm probably going to cook for a cat before I cook for anyone else. Awakened. Although I never say your name correctly, you do know I love you, and I'm glad that you're here. Hard time of year. There is the link to needing to meeting. You see that? No limbs, just loaf. See? Stay Spirit gets it. You know what? See that? The blonde hair, the glasses, the cat knowledge. You're on the wrong side of the earth.
Trouble.
You're on the wrong side of the earth. I'm vegan, but my cat is carnivorous. Cooking for him is too much, though. I can see that. I can see that. Well, and it might be nice if your cat was just kind enough to be a vegan for you. But cats, they do really just want what's best for them. What brand do I buy? I go to PetSmart because it's the one that's really close to my house. And then I usually buy something different each time if I get something that she digs, I'll keep it for a while. But you can buy a treat for Squirrel that she will eat, every time. And say the fourth time you buy it, she'll just walk up and look at it like all of a sudden, that is the worst, most disgusting proposal. Look at me like, how dare you even consider giving me something like this? And she loved it the day before. She's just a very strange animal. Or she just wants me to know that I'm not bright. Like she's driving that home on the daily.
Sherry Rock.
I believe that's Rook.
Oh, sorry. This is my hope.
You know what, Sherry?
That is still struggling. What a beautiful thing.
Right? Sherry, this really is beautiful. This is my hope to help someone that is still struggling. We are blessed. You know what? We are blessed. And it's people like you, for real, that it's the reason that the boat continues to sail. It's the reason that we're here on Christmas Day, people. God bless you. All of you, every single last one of you, to be here on Christmas Day. For those of you who are having a great morning, but you're here just to support people that may not be having a great morning, you guys are fantastic. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
I'm sorry to hear that. Thoughts and prayers going out to Betsy Gar. This is such a tough time of year. And this is a time of year where a lot of people sadly do that. And Tampa B, you know what? Tampa B woman, man, Tampa B man, woman. Tampa Bay, I love you. I'm so glad that you found the lifeboat. I am so glad you all found the lifeboat. This year, again, like everything, we the downsides are always the first things that come to mind, right? Like this Christmas, we're going to be spending without, and there are some people. And if you're wondering why I may not have said some of the people, I have literally been asked very politely to not highlight one or two people that we may have lost last year because of family members who now are very interested in this channel. So, but the people that we lost last year, and we highlight that. And as Christmas comes up, you always think about in memorial the people that we lost in the last year. You know what? The people we gained on the boat in the last year have been absolutely incredible. Tampa Bay, I'm glad that you are here. I really am. Thank God you guys all found this channel. I mean that. Liz Ferris, happy Christmas to you too. I'm glad that you found this channel as well. I really am. I've started to put together the most beautiful collection of friends and family, that I really have put together a support group and a support family that is, don't let people tell you that you can't pick your family, because that's absolute horse crap. Right? Can't pick your blood, to be sure, but you sure can pick your family. I had plenty of times I was struggling with depression. A place like this would have been so helpful during those times. So thankful to have found the boat a few months ago. Well, we're so glad that you're here. And you know what? Those bouts of and struggles with depression, they come and go, and they'll be back. Sadly, that usually is the way it works. They don't ever seem to go away permanently for most. So, if and when they come back, we will be very happy to be here for you. Jen Nelson, thank you so much. Oops, boy, things are moving quick. Thank you so much, Jen. Really appreciate that. Just gifted 5 lifeboat memberships. Boy, we got a lot of members. Without the boat, I would have no connection this Christmas morning. Well, you know what? We're not having that. So, you know what? Just very specifically, because I wouldn't want a one to get lost in the mix. How about a little connection personally for our friend Dixie 504? I'm going to throw up a deuce. How about a deuce for the Dixie? Because we are connected. Yeah, 200 people on a Christmas morning at 5 a.m. People, if you're looking out and going, oh, you know what? It's kind of a small live feed. Do you realize how huge this live feed would have been to us 3 months ago? 3 months ago, the prospect of having 200 people in a live feed would have been like, come on. Never shut up. There are going to be 200 people in a live feed. But, we've seen live feeds now of 1,800, 1,900. We're growing, and the message is getting out. And you know what? I like how we're growing. There was a chunk, a time back there where it got a little frightening. It really did. And yeah. This year was better than last. Stop watching indoctrination TV news. Started watching fun and or inspirational stuff on YouTube. Guess what? You're both. Wow, what a cool thing to say. You know what? It's really an amazing thing, right? But there is, whether you understand it, whether you believe it, whether you think it's BS, does not affect the fact that it's a fact. Whether or not you are willing to accept that fact does not affect the fact, right? But garbage in and garbage out. If you sit and you allow yourself to be programmed with trash going into your head all day long, what's coming back out is going to reflect that trash. So the poor people who have to sit and watch news 24 hours a day around the clock are some of the most depressed people you will ever meet. Because number one, the news is depressing. But number two, they're not even showing you the news, right? They're not. They have to take the news and bifurcate it, right? So that we can sell half of it to this half and we can sell half of it to the other half, right? And in some cases, it's literally like, got to get the left to the left, got to get the right to the right, because we need an echo chamber, We need an echo chamber. We're not here to think. We're not here to be critical thinkers. We're here for an echo chamber. So if I believe XYZ, I'm just going to get into that box and yell XYZ so it can come back. XYZ, XYZ. And I can feel good about myself. Okay? That's what it is. That's what news is. And I ain't doing it. I'm simply not doing it. Speaking of not doing it. Sometimes I get a good feeling. I get a feeling that I never have before. I get a good feeling. How you feeling today, Johnny Scoville?
I was just thinking I need another cup of coffee.
How are you?
Apart from that, I'm pretty good.
Well,
I
good.
slept great last night.
Did you?
Like a champ.
Like a champ, he says. I slept fairly well myself,
I slept
too.
fast, though. That was the problem. No.
You slept fast?
Yeah.
You mean like the night was over before you were happy
I
about
shut
it?
my eyes and the alarm went off. Or that was it. But I did sleep well, though. I just slept awfully quick.
Yeah. Yeah. I slept great, and it didn't feel like it was over too fast. It really didn't. Well, I believe that 2024 is going to be better. Yeah, that's a cool concept. That's a very cool concept. Huh? Oh, jeez. Almost knocked the old Yeti Blue right on the floor. Martha seems to have slept like a Yule log. Nice. Nice. You know, I had a friend growing up in high school, and he decided that he wanted his nickname to be Yule. And he actually decided that. He said, I've always been a big fan of the Yule. And we called him Yule for a long time. Lori R. Lori R is so kind. Earlier she wanted to wish a Merry Christmas to the Scoville family, all of us. But she felt like maybe she left out the lifeboating crew. Lori R, you were such a sweetheart. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Right? Tommy, we will hold on to hope for each person here who has given up. Your hope is safe. You know what, Pam? I love that. Huh? Do you love that?
I do.
Wow. And Ann C says, I have not opened my TV for 2 years now. Oh,
Good for you.
oh, how good is that?
I just passed a decade.
Johnny Scoville just passed a decade with no TV. And that is awesome.
I'm telling you, it made my life better.
Look at you. This is a much better concept. I agree with you 100%. I agree with you 100%. Instead of making resolutions about quitting something this year, I am going to be starting new habits, ones that make ripples.
That's awesome.
Love that, right? Love that. Johnny Scoville, love that. You know, and he's not too bright. If Johnny's, if he's picking up what you're putting down, not only is it awesome, but you've made it so that so simple a Scoville can understand it. Or two. What? Hey, settle down. See that? It always gets back to violence. I'm sorry?
You're out of my reach.
Well, I try to remain that way. I'm going to stay out of reach. Meredith says, love that. That's how we all feel. I'm putting that up there because that's how we all feel, I think, Meredith. Love that. Life-changing stuff. Tampa B man. Wait a second. Tampa B man and Tampa B man. Do we have two Tampa B mans? I feel like my head just spun around backwards. Have you ever seen Scanners? Oh, wow. You know what? This is what I do when I watch. This is what I do, Sherry. When I watch people, other channels, that's what I do, except I comment. I use the iPad because my hands are right. But I use the iPad to do the comments, but I'll watch somebody on the big screen. I love doing it that way. You hear that?
Wow. Open
the window just a little crack. You guys got to hear this. It's going to probably make Squirrel Nut Zipper go away, but listen to this.
Those be coyotes. She's digging.
All right. Those would be coyotes. You hear that? Calhoun, you don't hear that? Wow, they're not. That's not picking any of that up.
They're hunting.
You would not believe how loud this is right here. The cat just freaked out.
They're on a kill.
Yeah, they are definitely. So you apparently my microphone didn't pick that up, but yeah, I had Johnny open the window, and it is. You would not believe how loud those. Oh, Nicholas says he heard. Good. Oh, nice.
They were on a kill.
Nice, Calhoun. Apparently everybody but you heard it. Nice. Coyotes are scavengers. They're eating something dead, says Calhoun. I don't know, but I do know that they. I do know that. Oh, Johnny Scoville says he'd like to think that maybe they're taking down a neighbor.
The bad one.
Yeah, bad one. The good Wendy says, I have those near me too. This is all just a plan to find out where all of you are. Each time one of you says something like that, we take notes. All right, the good Wendy lives somewhere where there are coyotes. Pebbles! Buy some squirrel nip for your fur baby. Merry Christmas to all the pets. They bring us such love and loyalty. My rescue dogs have been a life-saving addition to our lives. Good for you. You are a hero. I love people that rescue. I really do. That is the, especially this time of year, so cool. Save an animal, give them a home. They will return so much love. They really will. And it's unconditional, the best kind of love. Well, it's a good kind of love. If it's not the best, it's a pretty damn good kind of love. It really is a pretty good kind of love. Squirrel is going to be rolling in catnip at this rate, says Staceperia, and she is right. Yes, and I intend to show you the catnip when I get it, because the catnip that you just have to see it. I'll let you see it when we get it. It's pretty incredible stuff. I heard they like to hunt small babies. Wow, they like to hunt really small things, apparently. Did you hear that? Coyotes will even go after babies and things like that. If you're David Miscavige, you should probably stay inside this time of year. He's about, I say that, Johnny, because he's baby size, you know. He's about my understanding is he's 3'7". I've never actually seen him in person. The word is this time of year he books overtime sitting on a shelf. This is what I've heard. New Year's resolution: learn to touch type. It's kind of a tall order. Seriously, pace yourself. Danielle McCoy, Merry Christmas from California. Just waking up to my cat to give my cat his meds. Have an amazing day. Sending my love to surround you. Let's go Raiders. All right. A Raiders fan. I'm not going to remind you that that's the Vegas Raiders, but that's okay. He's at 4 foot in heels. Okay, Pebbles, gotcha. So if he's in heels, he's apparently he can catch 4 feet, but he's going to have to put on heels. And if I know Davey, he puts on heels often. Have you ever seen the picture of he and Tom Cruise dressed in their motorcycle racing jackets? Huh? Like I'm not saying that they were participating in the love that dare not speak, you know, the DL love. I'm not saying the two of them were down on the down. Yeah, I am. You got to see the picture. That's what I'm saying. Calhounis, see if you can find me a picture of little David Miscavige and a little Tom Cruise decked out in their racing motorcycle leathers. It's just plain. Oh, there it is. They're actually sitting on motorcycles, Calhoun.
God, that's embarrassing.
No.
Show that.
Oh, no, Calhoun can find it. I promise you. He'll pull it up.
I don't know who looks worse at that. Probably Tom. Oh,
did you just say you don't know who looks worse than that?
They're just so bad. David Miscavige.
Do I need to send you a link, Calhoun? Yeah. All right. Here. Where are you seeing that?
I don't know. I just typed in David Miscavige and what's his name looking like idiots in motorcycle outfit. I
Oh
literally
my
typed it.
gosh. This one here is the one you need. Pull up that one right there and send it to my
Oh
kid.
no!
Pull up that one and
I
send
don't know how to send it to him.
Oh. Calhoun, can you get the one where they're kissing? Because that one's actually pretty cool. Debbie P says, I've got to see that. What did you type in? And I'll tell my kid to
I
type
typed
in.
David Miscavige, Tom Cruise and David Miscavige motorcycle outfit.
Tom Cruise and David Miscavige motorcycle outfit.
He's biting his earlobe.
He's biting his earlobe.
It looks like it.
Yeah, that's kind of what it looked like to me too. No love? Okay. I will make a thumbnail of it and we'll get it up on the next one.
Yeah, you can hold that right to the camera.
It never translates when you hold up a screen to a screen.
That's a man kissing another man.
It is a man kissing another man,
and that's
to
okay.
be sure. Not that there's anything wrong with that. But show us, Pebbles. I'm trying. Question: was anyone at the Loops Day in the Park 1979? Name the band that played. Loops Day in the Park. Was it a Saturday? Could it have been the 4th of July? Saturday in the park. Think it was the 4th of July. All right, everybody. That does bring us to 6 minutes after the hour of the top. I promise you that when I go up later today, I'm going to pick up that picture and we're going to let you get a look at it. Grateful Dead, not if that's not it, it's a good guess always because the Grateful Dead did play quite a bit. Yeah, I don't know what Loops Day is either, Main House, but the Grateful Dead's a good guess anyway. Pirate Tom First Class, thank you for the super chat. He says a daily fix of the lifeboat really helps with the wild roller coaster ride called life. Appreciate you, Captain Tommy, and the lifeboat crew every day. We appreciate the fact that you are here. I mean that, right? Oh, by the way, you want me to cheer everybody up? Because this is important stuff. Pirate, I am so happy that you're here, Pirate Tom, but look at this. You got to see this. If this doesn't cheer you up right here, right? Because I'm wearing I am a very tough convict pants. You don't always get a chance to see these, but what do you think? Huh? If you're wondering, this is a llama on my sleep pants. I have a llama, and that llama is wearing glasses. Yeah, Calhoun. They're sitting on two motorcycles. If you Google Tom Cruise and David Miscavige racing motorcycles in leather, I just Googled it on my phone, and that's what it pulled up. Amazing attire, is it not? Very, very good looking, because I think it is. And more importantly, folks, it's got this kind of a fuzzy llama pants, right? They are amazing. I think that they are amazing. They're llama jamas. I think you could just go llama jama or llama drama jama. Well played, the good Wendy. Llama underpants? No, actually, I'm just got these on sans, no undies, just wearing the sleep pants as the undies, so to speak. Awesome pants. To be sure, these are really, really awesome pants. I'm awfully proud of them. And you have a land shark outfit? Oh, wow, I am really jealous of the concept of the land shark outfit in general. Land shark. Commando, that's the word I was looking for, Paul. Thank you. That's right. The pants show that I am hardcore. I don't think that there's anybody that's going to argue that, it's like the tattoos, when people hear that, that I've been in prison and you see the sleeve, right? You see it from 20 feet away. And everybody just kind of assumes that it'll be, skulls and motorcycles and things blowing up, the normal stuff that you see in every prison tattoo. And instead, you get nothing but Alice in Wonderland and beautiful stuff. So, but that does bring us to 1 hour and 10 minutes. Yes, Debbie, I agree with you. PJs are probably the greatest of all attire. Think about it. Everything else is made for something that is just not all that important. Right? Going out, doing this, doing that. But here it's just completely different, absolutely completely different. Hey, screw a search engine and try it in YouTube, Calhoun. YouTube is the biggest search engine on planet Earth. I promise. And they're owned by the second biggest search engine on planet Earth. If you try it in the big red button, I'd be really surprised if you don't. Couldn't find the kissing, huh? Well, what we saw was a clip of, a series of about 9 in a row, and they showed each one. And if you kept looking through the sequence, the first one, he's got his arm on him. The second one, he's leaning in. And one, I'm going to get it, people. Tell you what, I'm going to do another show, and I'm going to do it in 3 hours. Meet me back here. I'll have the entire segment. All right? I promise. You guys saw the cat in the basket. She is not here currently. I am going to go eat something. Good morning. Merry Christmas, and I will see each and every one of you here in a little bit. We're going to get our clown on. All right? God bless. Thanks for the support, and we'll see you shortly. Bye-bye, everybody. I'm going. I understand.